Negotiation skills, that's the topic I'm going to be speaking about today. It's a very, very important skill, but not well trained by students in schools or colleges. We are all negotiating every day with everyone, be it with your parents to get things done, be it with your friends to get your project works done or anything else. When you start working, you're doing it every day with your colleagues, convincing them about your ideas and thought processes and stuff. And to make it easy, I'm going to be sharing my own experience of how we negotiated something. And through that, I will share with you what do you have to do as well. This particular, huge business that we were trying to secure in one of the organizations that I was working before. It was worth about $50 million. And we knew about this deal about a few months before, this whole process was going to be finalized. The first step that I did in making sure I can have a great negotiation was having a strategy. Step one, always have a strategy for your negotiation. Now, what do you do? How do you make a strategy? See, firstly, what you have to do is you have to prepare the list of all the people involved in this from the customer side. Who are the decision makers? Who are the influencers? Who can be not sitting in the decision making table, but who can influence this decision maker? For example, if it is a company, make a list of the CEO, the management team, the board members, any other link to these top level people as well. Make a list of them. And then what we started doing was we started doing person to person marking. For example, CEO to CEO. So we did the organization chart of this company and we drew our organization chart and we started marking who can connect with who. Over this period of 3 to 6 months we had as a leeway, first step was to make this person to person connect mapping so that you can start working with those people and influencing them. Now, when you're talking about a negotiation strategy, it always starts with the people, and that is why I spelled out how you can start from there. Once you have this person-to-person marking in place, you go to step 2. Step 2 is connecting with these people. The most important thing is you need to find out a lot of information about this negotiation. So when you have this person-to-person marking done, including HR to HR, finance to finance, even like other departments, maybe there's a contract department that negotiates the contract details, the terms and conditions. Get both these contract people as well to meet up. If there's a possibility, fix up the meetings with them much ahead of time and try to find out what are you looking forward in this negotiation. What is the key important aspect for you as a customer? Is it the price? Is it quality? Is it delivery times? Is it something else? Try and gather this information from all this person-to-person marking. Once you do that, you come back together as a team and discuss and share the common findings, and then you finalize your strategy based on what you've done in step 1 and step 2. Now you have a plan ready. Once your plan is ready, you can start the execution motion. The most important part of the execution motion is to also start thinking about how do you plan the boundaries of negotiation. That's the third point. Fix the boundaries of the negotiation. What are you prepared to give in? Like, how much are you prepared to drop your price? How much are you prepared to commit on the deadlines, commit on the quality parameters, all the different important things that the customer wants? What is your boundary? Understand what's the customer's boundary. This will help you to understand, do you have a big delta, a big gap, or is it workable? You come up with the whole plan before you go for the meeting. When you're doing all these things, also remember the fourth point is emotions. When I talk about emotions, it's about understanding what kind of emotions each person is displaying. Is this person I know a positive or a negative person? Are they someone who likes to take quick decisions, or do they like to drag negotiation? Do they like informal discussions or formal discussions? How do they dress up? How is their body language? All this you try to understand when you're having your initial meetings itself. Based on this, you start the discussions. When you're discussing with them, remember to read all these cues. If they're coming forward and talking to you, they are showing a lot of interest. Pick it up. And they often say that when you close the deal, always keep closing. You share the benefits and features and you ask for the order. You try and close the deal. If they bring another objection, you close the objection and then you ask for the deal again. You keep asking for the deal all the time. If they're asking you more questions, they're interested in your deal. They're not asking any questions, they're not interested in your deal. If the figures are close enough, you know that you have a winning opportunity. So you would now come very close, and this is what we were doing. We connected with the customer, did all the person-to-person marking, we established a strong connect. We understood what was required, not just what was said, but probably not what was not said as well. we were able to read some cues from various things they were talking about. We understood how did their previous deals go, are they happy with it, what they were not happy about, and that gave us a lot of input. With all this, we sat at the negotiating table, myself and my team. By the time we went for the negotiation meeting, we already were convinced we were going to secure this order because we had understood where their boundaries was, we knew where we could go, and we were confident that we can meet their expectation. And when they started the discussions, they started off with much lower base price than what we were expecting. But we knew they had a room to go up above. So we kept giving them a lot of cues. And that is where I used the fifth and the crucial point, which you shouldn't miss out from hearing: value creation. It came to a point where the deal was going to break. We were talking about one particular project and the price wasn't matching. But I knew they had 2 more projects in line. So I threw my net a bit more longer. I spoke about bringing the other 2 projects into the discussion as well. At least not to finalize the price, but to agree on a frame agreement where if I get this particular business, I will get the right of last refusal for the next 2 business they're going to have. So a lot of times in negotiation, you have to make the pie bigger. The opportunity, you make it bigger, then you spin the game. Your competition will not be thinking of this. You will be thinking of this. So you have a different room of negotiating. And that's what I did. When I did this, the pie became bigger for us. The negotiating power also became better for them. We hence gave a better price. We got the right of last refusal for the following 2 businesses after that. We not only closed the first business, but within a week later, we closed this remaining 2 businesses as well. We picked up $150 million business worth from the same customer. They felt they got the best deal. And you know when a customer feels that? When they know that you have nothing more to give. People like winning in a deal. You have to make the customer believe that you're going to be losing more and they're going to be winning more. That makes them feel they've had a huge win. But in this deal, we won much more than what they expected and much more even what we expected. We walked away with 3 businesses with a better price and better margin, but the customer felt they've got a better margin as well. That's how we closed this negotiation. Let me repeat the 5 key elements of negotiation that I used here. First one was strategy. Second one was relationship building. Third one was fixing the boundaries for the customer and me in terms of what are we prepared to give in and what they're prepared to accept. Fourth one was using emotions. And finally was creating value. This is how I won this big negotiation that I undertook in my life. I hope you can win all your negotiations following this 5-step methodology. Do let me know in the comments if you win any negotiation using this trick and technique. If you like such videos, do share, click on the bell icon, comment, and subscribe to the channel. See you all in the next video. Do click on the subscribe button and notification button to continue watching all the videos that I'm posting.